So your name is?
Lisa Williams,
And you work for?
the Knox County Sheriff's Office.
And what is your title?
I'm a victim advocate.
All right. So talking about relocation with victims of domestic violence, is there ever a reason somebody would need to relocate to another place?
Yes, when the abuser is a stalker, when the victim of domestic violence has family support, but that family lives in another state or area, that way that they do have that safety net with them. Also, if there's a criminal charge against the abuser, if that's not going to hold that abuser in jail or prison for very long.
Yeah, okay. So then we're getting into also talking about some of the safety issues. If that victim is going to be extremely unsafe in the area and they might need to leave. So in relocation, what kinds of things does someone need to think about if they're going to relocate? Do they, we're in a technology age.
The first and foremost, if there are children in the marriage, then there needs to be documentation of the domestic violence.
Okay.
That's very important because there have been, we've had success in getting our victims, our domestic violence victims who were married, to get permission from a judge to take the children past that 90 or 100-mile cutoff limit away from the father of the children. Because in the state of Tennessee, you have to have the judge's permission or a court order that states that they can do this. So the documentation is very helpful. The order of protection, coming here to the Family Justice Center, meeting with a victim advocate who can assist you in getting with an attorney or the legal aid, child and family services, all that documentation. Also making sure that, checking out your car, make sure there's not a GPS or a tracking system on your vehicle, on your phone, because there are apps that can be downloaded. Just a whole host of stuff, especially with the technology the way it is now. Stalkers are really, really getting in advance.
So then, if they come here, those are some of the things that you all can help them look at, see if they have anything on their car, if they have the apps on their phone, that you can help and see if that's there and help them change those things.
Yes.
Okay.
If we can't change them, then let them
know how to
refer them to places that can do that.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that when you think about relocation you would want to say to somebody if they're thinking I might need to do that, who might be listening right now, that you would want them to know or think about before they come and ask about that?
First of all, don't be ashamed as to what is happening to you in your home. Get help. Tell family, tell friends. Document with law enforcement, because even if you document it by doing a police report with law enforcement, no action is taken on that police report unless you want action to be taken. But that's going to be your documentation. If there are marks on your body from incidents, have someone take photographs. With safety with family or friends, do a code word with them on the phone, have them check in with you on a daily basis, because when a woman leaves a domestic violence relationship, that's the most dangerous time for her. Also, make sure that whatever property that you need to get out of the house, that you have a safe place to take that, somebody that you can trust. a lot of times if you have mutual friends, you can't really trust those mutual friends. So you need to take it to somebody that you trust 100%. Like your marriage license, your birth certificates, your children's birth certificates. Although those can be replaced because you can just go to the health department, county health department, and get those. But like tax returns, anything like that, you know, if you can get away, or if you can give those to somebody to make copies of, so that you can put them back where they were.
That's, you know, and that's really talking to that safety planning too, that's so important. And somebody who might be thinking to relocate is probably in a very dangerous situation and really is going to need to be very careful, very thoughtful, and need assistance in that safety planning process, it sounds like is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And we have resources that we can sit down and discuss with you as to make a plan, how we're going to get you from point A to point B and then point B to point C. Sometimes you may have to go into a shelter, but if you keep in the back of your mind that it's only temporary, it's not going to be years, you're not going to be in there for years, it's just going to be temporary. It's going to be hard, you know. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. It's going to be hard, but it's better than living in fear and have your children grow up living in fear.
And possibly dying.
Death.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a really great way of explaining the potential for relocation to help people get to a safer place in life. So,
Yes.
thank you very much.
You're welcome.